Hello everybody, alright? So, previously on our show, somebody left the mic on. I didn't mean to. Stop mourning about it. Here, previously on our show, this what happened. Oh, it looks like the Coupe has had a terrible accident. That's right. Oh, there you are. Oh dear, I've had a whoopsie-doo with my car.
Oh dear. I don't seem to be doing very well, good sir.
That is right. Oh, we must do very well on this challenge. Oh dear, the Coupe has had an accident, hasn't he? Yes, he has. What a shame it was. Yes, here I am, flying in the air, hopefully to win my fellow champion chappies. Oh yes, I mean it's like the Coupe has had a terrible accident, but he's finally managed to show us what to do.
Yeah, that is right, isn't it? Rather. Oh, it's your turn again.
Oh, goody good show, my chap. Alright, thank you.
Yes, my pleasure. I like being helpful for you guys.
Oh, it's your turn.
Yes, I might hopefully actually make me win this time.
And we didn't have any interference of that horrible insurance lady at all, did we, gentlemen?
Alright, you can cut with the posh accent. You're on now.
Oh yes. Alright, so let's get back on our feature, alright?
Not interfering and participating towards the show whilst my insurance company works alongside Best Automatics management team to do a joint investigation to mutually benefit premium costs so the show can go on. You presenters have made that job more taxing than necessary, so while management has been to speak to you individually on last week's conduct and team building exercises have been scheduled into your working week. Being sarcastic over this won't help either, but grateful you're more cooperative at this time and plan on aiding the investigation.
What the hell is she on about?
Remember, my dear fellow chappy wappy, that you got to speak once at a time. With our previous episode, which was aired on YouTube quite a while ago, fellas, was that our producers strictly reminded us that we all got to speak one at a time and don't leave the mic on. That wasn't my fault, you know. I mean, I didn't know. You got to use a more politer way of speaking, sir. Oh yes, I forgot, didn't I? Because we got the insurance investigator to help us speak, is it now? So, yes, we are meant to be helping the insurance lady in her inquiries about our fellow chappie, the Gimp. Oh, and that's the accident map there, Captain Gorgeous.
Yes, it was, wasn't it? Awfully hot. Oh, I'm very hairy over there.
Aye, it was. But I recovered and we pursued to carry on going round this blooming island forever. Oh, calm down with your language, dear sir. I am.
What is going on with the false accents? You was asked to speak clearly with structure and information in place of shouting over each other with no direction or purpose. This doesn't mean fake posh accents and words that aren't realistic, but glad you have learned to take turns in speaking. I mean, this is a huge breakthrough. However, back to the investigation and show. We now agree is one and the same until the perps are brought to justice. Now our managers have had made the parameters quite clear.
Rather, yes, but I'm very sorry.
What the hell is all that about? What are you trying to sound like? She said you didn't have to bother talking like that.
Well, I think I established that I am very like this because the producers give me a white wallicking and I've got to speak a bit polite to you guys, especially here.
We're on. What do you mean?
Well, you was very rude to her, but I was sort of, they accused me of something else with her.
Like what?
Well, maybe I should be gratefully helpful for the lady and help her with her inquiries on the game. That's what I think they're on about.
Not a sexual harassment charge or anything.
Oh no, my gracious sir.
Oh yes, okay. Oh sorry, it's just a false habit. Well, we've got to get out of it.
Never mind that. Alright, now we're ready for the new challenge, so I'm going to explain the new rules of our new challenge. Oh wait,
Helping the insurance investigation stakeout, aka HTIISO team. The producers like you to have courtesy and consideration on how it would feel to be an insurance investigator under these challenging circumstances. As you know from quality 80 shows, so the rules for you gentlemen as follows. 1. Pick a random car off the street and have it modified and done up as a popular TV show. 2. These will not be your vehicle, so can't renew if written off, so careful driving, chaps.
Alright, I might read that, won't I? I'm just getting my car, fellas. Look at my motor. What the hell are you going for that one for? What you meant to be doing? What TV show's that of? Since when?
I don't even know what that is. That's bloody slow, that vehicle.
What's your language, nice and posh?
Oh yeah.
Didn't you watch many American TV shows in the 80s? Even I recognise that one, and I'm not a car enthusiast.
No, I haven't got a clue.
Everyone knows what vehicle I'm going to be driving.
I don't even know what series that's meant to be based on, but everyone knows what series I'm basing my vehicle on. Isn't that right? Everyone knows.
No, I haven't got a clue what you're meant to be driving.
Well, everyone knows what I'm going to do from the popular TV show in the 80s, Crazy Like a Fox.
Never heard of it.
Well, Crazy Like a Fox TV show was set in San Francisco from December 30th, 1984 to May the 3rd, 1986. It had 35 episodes over 2 seasons, and the plot was Harry Fox, played by Jack Warden, is a live-by-wits and easygoing father to Harrison Fox, played by John Rubinstein, is a strict attorney who got dragged into his father's cases. Supposed to be unwillingly and unknowingly, a hole in the plot in my opinion, as most sons would keep away from the Crazy Like a Fox dad after being tricked once. Well, as the old saying goes, fool me once, shame on thee, fool me twice, shame on me. But despite this, the show was popular until its regular airtime at 9 PM on a Sunday was cancelled, dropping views dramatically, so a network issue ended the show, with bringing back CBS Sunday Night Movie. But its popularity did bring a TV movie reunion in 1987, with Still Crazy Like a Fox. So a shame about the time slot, as we will never know how many seasons it would have reached. Like an 80s version of Firefly only getting one season, but fans got the Serenity movie, another network plunder. As you can see, the Irish fella has gone for the 1979 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, the main vehicle in Crazy Like a Fox that belonged to Harry Fox, who was a private eye. Also, the vehicle is known as a town car with a body style manufactured from 1908 to 1939, with external or open driver compartments and enclosed for passengers. That's why some models have passengers separated from the driver for town chauffeur cars, and no partition to be a family car. What's interesting about this car, the Coupe de Ville term existed in the 19th century before the invention of the automobile, so was named after a coupe carriage similar to the British Clarence horse-drawn carriage. And de Ville means for town in French, so it was excellent for short journeys, but its downside, the car usually had no facilities for carrying luggage, so it was designed as a home, one town only car. That's an obvious design flaw, but was a high-end luxurious bespoke car in Europe. But in England the model was adapted to a four-door sedan de Ville, with Rolls-Royce motor cars alongside a two-door Bentley coach builders, including Parker, a 20th century bodywork for prestige cars. Inside the Series 6C range from Cadillac, this car had a 7-litre overhead value 90-degree V8 cylinder, and with 2 valves per cylinder, so that would give it 16 valves in total. A 400 RPM max 434 torque. This engine supplies power via a 3-speed automatic gearbox, making it popular with Americans, and internationally for its 112 miles per hour max speed, despite its 1,879 kilo curb weight. So it had a 97.13 per stone to ton ratio, which wasn't bad for its time.
Well, on this game, it's the wrong Cadillac.
What do you mean? Oh, well, yeah. What's the closest thing I could get to the TV series? Looky, read it and weep, fellas. Look, it's nearly a perfect example from the TV show. Crazy Like a Fox.
Never heard of it. Oh, yeah, the Gimp song. Yeah, well, what vehicles we might be suing him in? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's obviously what vehicle he's driving. I bet we're going to get a lecture what vehicle he's driving then, maybe.
The Cadillac will easily keep up with a Mini. It's a good choice for the Irish fellow.
Did you hear that, fellas? Hey, very nice. What the hell's the Gimp doing? Right, so the challenge is, as we all know, that we've picked our 80s vehicles, so...
You haven't. You've picked one in the 2000s.
Well, everyone knows about Lethal Weapon, except I did it on the TV series, but obviously everyone knows about Lethal Weapon back in the 80s as the movies.
Yeah, well, you got that all mixed up.
Yeah, but what about you? You've got it all wrong, I know. I mean, how do you get your vehicle looking like Knight Rider?
Yeah, well, it's from the 80s. Go on, kid. Yeah. Turbo boost, I got everything on mine.
I am car.
You what, kid?
When does Americans start doing drive-through clothes shops now?
What is she on about?
Why is there a Mini in a clothes shop?
I think she's criticising the Gimp. I don't think she likes the Gimp that much at all.
It's not about not liking or disliking. I'm just
Well,
curious.
you go interview him, aren't you? About the murders and all that. That's why we're all like detectives for you, insurance investigators.
You're also doing it for yourselves, because if you can't get coverage from us, then the show wouldn't carry on, so you wouldn't be presenters anymore. So it's not just for me, it's for yourself.
Oh, rather tingly and dumbly dee. Yes, I forgot. Yes, I am very...
Stop sucking up to her. We're not talking all posh all the time.
Don't forget the producers won your case as well.
Oh yes, I forgot. Yes, I did. Rather splendid. Yes. So, I am pursuing the gimp, just like you, my jolly fellow.
Because we have 80s action music playing, to get the presenters in the pursuit spirit, I will keep it short for the other cars. Captain Pervert has gone for Lethal Weapon. This movie did come out in 1987, but he hasn't picked an 80s car. He's gone for the Lethal Weapon series car that aired on Fox in September 21st, 2016. A US police drama based in crime-ridden Los Angeles. Fighting crime in a gold Ford Crown Victoria, popular as a purpose-built police interceptor car, and long-base versions for taxis. It's the only North American produced non-luxury sedan with a standard V8 engine. It was manufactured in 2012 as a small group of vehicles to be exported to the Middle East, but instead 1.5 million were manufactured, and not all have been replaced with a Ford Taurus. So a good choice of car for the show, as the real police and detectives would have used at some point in their career or still using. Now on to the one we should all know from the 80s TV show, Knight Rider. The high-tech talking car with its own intelligence and, depending on your thinking, a personality. And named Kit. It was a customised 1982 Toyota Firebird sports model. The series was reinvented in 2008, featured a Ford Mustang GT500 KR, but it's not as iconic as the original crime-fighting supercomputer on wheels. But Captain Gorgeous has gone for the 80s bad guy. Well, it's not a bad guy, it's a bad car, simply named car, with matching intelligence and features like turbo boost, but its personality was evil. Captain Gorgeous, you love evil cars like your custom 1950s Plymouth Fury, aka Christine, now an 80s mad evil genius car. Why are you drawn to these type of vehicles?
What do you mean? No, not my car. It's not evil at all. I am driving Knight Rider. Now you're just picking on me. There's nothing wrong with Christine, and there's nothing wrong with Knight Rider. I am car. Look, Kit.
Even the car agrees with me. It's known as car. The Knight Rider is the name of the show, not the car.
No, I am driving Kit. Kit's got a cold and he's in a bad mood because he's got old. I am not that inferior a production model at all. I am the original car. Look, you're Knight Rider and that is it. And another thing, why don't you put your scanners on and we'll easily find the gimp, and that'll make my life a lot easier.
Oh, so you're cheating then?
Well, you're cheating because you didn't even get an 80s classic vehicle.
You did? Well, not the vehicle, but I went with the 80s theme.
Yeah, from a movie.
Yeah, but it's a series now. I just got confused and it looks good, doesn't it? What?
Gentlemen, should we be concentrating on the pursuit here and catching up with the gimp? Because despite him being in the Mini, nobody's caught up with him yet.
Well, it's hard, it's the gimp. Anyhow, must be hard being an insurance investigator, isn't it? Investigating and all that lot. How the hell do you do these stakeouts?
Patience and perseverance and years of training, sir.
So we're doing it all wrong, fellas, are we? Well, the steakout, I thought you got it like, in the series, they just sit in the car eating donuts and eating sweets and stuff. But we can't find him.
That's just lazy script writing, sir.
Just like this show then, isn't it?
Whoa, he can't be so in debt or what?
You don't even do a script. You can tell.
What do you mean we don't do a script?
So do you write this down and you plan what you're saying? Because most of the time it sounds like you're bickering.
No, I don't write things down. My mum does stuff like that for me.
Well, that's a script.
Isn't it?
So your mum does the script for the show? I don't think so.
What? What's she on about?
Like nice and sweet and talk very posh, right? Will not make get wound up a white wild bar. Splendid and all that lot. Think about it, or what?
No, there's nothing to think about. She thinks I'm evil. That's what she's doing.
I didn't say you was evil. I said the vehicles
You
you
said
pick
it's
are easy.
evil.
Well, it is. It's a killing car. That's the definition of evil.
There's no, look, I said, and I'll say it again.
Oh no, no.
Don't say it.
It's a different shade of red. That's all I was gonna say.
No, it isn't. It's a custom red. It's not buck suede standard.
Books with potty bloody dad snubbing this language you're using on me. It's not on.
La, the thing is, I wasn't all time finding the game. So, how does the insurance investigator, do the job about, stakeouts and that? Because all we get in the series is, like, we're getting car chases and explosions and stuff and all that lot. And
No, insurance companies try to avoid that because we do investigating to stop things like explosions because it costs us money in payouts. So it's the opposite. We've got to. You can't just do action-packed movies and films. This is real life.
that's boring, I think. I mean, why would you like to be an investigator and there's nothing happening? I mean, it's like this challenge, nothing is happening because I can't find the kid where he is. Well, I'm trying my best to find him for you so you can interview him.
How's that gonna work? Thinking I'm evil.
I'm sharpening the baby, moaning. So we moaned about your stupid car. I am car. Yeah, we know your car. You keep saying the same thing, don't you?
It's not. I said it's Night Rider with a cold, alright?
Night Rider's the name of the programme.
Yeah, that's what. I don't get that. Right, you know in Night Rider, it's called Night Rider. But we saw Mr. Hasselhock driving in the daylight. So how's that work out then?
Stop dissing my TV show. I mean, what about your lethal weapon?
Alright, you leave my lethal weapon out of it, alright? Fellas, you've been disgusting. You're talking sexist, naughty things. Big posh. Oh yes, waffle. My lady.
Right, now I can get a word in edgeways again, because we've clearly gone back to chaos. We've got to catch up with this gimp. But in the meantime, Night Rider, his name was Michael Knight, and he also rode in a car, hence the name Night Rider.
But you tell me, to explain me, why is Mel Gibson called a lethal weapon?
Because he directed The Passion of Christ, sand exploded in that film, and ancient torture scenes until the poor 33-year-old was nailed to wood. Bet he wished his father invented no nails and M3 command strips by then.
Blimey, we're going all religious all of a sudden, are we now? Dad, I don't get it. We're going to be doing cars.
I am car. Look, Night Rider, don't stop being awkward. Everyone's noticing things. Anyhow, what we on about? Anyhow,
We're talking about religious stuff now.
what you made a religious what car or something. What? I don't know. Oh, he asked the question about lethal weapon. That's all. That's all. You're confusing me. This is getting confusing.
I'll tell you what's confusing, alright? Right. Right. Because we're now going all religious and everything, alright? I mean, you know, in the episode with your evil car.
Well, you might mean my car is evil. It's not evil.
What? No. Here it is. There were two of them, right? And in the episode, right, the evil one was going to kill Knight Rider by playing chicken. And then the little wimpy bugger drove itself off a cliff.
I did not.
Yeah, you did, right? Right, because you winked out, because Knight Rider was playing chicken with you, and you drove off a cliff. But the thing is, what I'm trying to get at, right, Car, because that's what your name is, Car, innit?
I am Car. Well, no, leave my Knight Rider alone, alright? Stop picking on him, alright?
Well, you knew we went then, didn't you? Yeah, but the thing is, what I'm trying to get at, what the hell are you all babbling on about, especially you? Look, right, she brought religion up, but the thing is, what I'm a bit curious about is, right, the thing is, what I'm trying to get at, what, is, in the episode, Car drove off that mountain, right, but I've seen the film, what are the exact same clip, right? And these people confuse this evil bad car, because the film was called The Car, and it used the same clip out of the movie in the TV series Knight Rider, and I don't get it. What, isn't that irrelevant, is it now?
I don't know how we've gone from Passion of Christ to a Satan car. And plus, with this film, the only mention of the devil was in advertising as a phantom demon or the devil himself. If I remember it rightly, it was left a mystery, but it's been some decades since I last watched this 1977 movie. A story of a car that goes on a murder spree in a small town. This film was influenced by 1970 Steven Spielberg's Jewel and 1971 Death Race 2000. Some vehicles I'm sure Captain Gorgeous will get excited over if they come available to buy via Auto Trader. Or is there a Kill R Us garage for this speciality, Captain Gorgeous?
Look, I think you're all conspiracy against me, alright? All you doing, you mean Captain Pervert is babbling on about something I didn't even understand what he was saying.
I know, I was getting a bit confused at that. But I think he's on about the use the same clip in the TV series and the film Car, and maybe that's what they based it on. Now I'm not saying, well, yeah, in a way they did use the same clip, but I mean, what I'm getting at is that the car in the movie might be the devil and evil and a phantom or all that lot. So you're driving from the little kids series.
It's not a kids series, it was serious, alright? Stop picking on my car. Why is everyone picking on my car for? Nothing wrong. I got Knight Rider who was got a bad cold and big grumpy. I am Car. Look, kid. I think you got damaged when you went against Goliath.
Yeah, but remember the episode with the two Knight Riders?
No, what was called Car.
That's what I'm getting at, you idiot!
Oh, can we please get back to the pursuit? We're going to end up losing the gimp completely.
More like turbo.
I forgot all about his challenge then, all of a sudden. What you mean? I mean, I'm coming up with some really serious car facts like you did. And I'm trying to, you know...
Yeah, you're trying to impress yourself in front of the producers and talk like her, are you?
Yeah, but at least she knows things about motors. Not like you can't even buy a decent one.
I didn't even buy this car, I stole it.
I know, but...
See, you're forgetting what challenge we might be doing.
I think we're all forgetting what we're meant to be doing, you know, lads. Fellas, come on, now. We're meant to be staking out or stalking the gimp now for the insurance lady. Now, come on, sweep my board now. Come on now, fellas. Let's get our heads together and try to sort where this bloody interfering, bloody annoying little bugger of a bloody gimp guy is.
I can tell you he's still on the road. He's not in the casino spending money at the moment.
Yeah, well, that's a good theory. I mean, obviously we're chasing him, but now we can see the patch because, like you said, we record this on well, the thing is,
what you just get me? You just begin confusing us all, right? It's meant to be a quality program. You're babbling about clips on a film and TV series. Was that so relevantly serious?
Well, she mentioned the passing of Jesus or something, passing the Christ in it, with Mel Gibson and all that lot from the Mad Max film, fellas. What?
Not Mad Max.
What do you mean? That guy was in Mad Max, or what? What? And he saw people out like the Thunderdome and all that lot. What the hell are you all babbling? Well, especially you. I mean, you were better doing your posh accent. At least you made sense, though. What? So, I mean...
This conversation isn't relevant to the investigation and joint stakeout challenge.
Yeah, well, you brought that subject up, right? But the thing is, like I said, I want to get back to the question. Oh, blimey! What the hell? You don't want to know about the evil car and all that lot. And you brought it up in that film with the subtitles in.
I only answered the Mel Gibson question.
Look, no one doesn't want to know about a film with subtitles in. I didn't even understand what you were saying. I don't even know what language it is.
Either way, can we please move on from Mel Gibson? We need to move on to and track down the perp known as the Gimp, please.
Yeah, but the thing is though, that he did Lethal Weapon and he did the Mad Max film, didn't he? Alright, so don't talk about the Mad Max film. And look, I've had enough. Maybe because my car's broken down. Oh, does that mean you're out of the challenge then, ain't it? Oh, obvious. So, everyone, without further ado, I'm out. Right, wow, if you do it, how come you're getting more camera shots and more explanation on you?
Yeah, I mean, he's out singling us and all that lot, ain't it? I mean, leaving my Night Rider out.
Nah, I said it's an evil cat. No, it can't even turbo boost. It's rubbish, that cat. It just wants to kill itself like it did in the series.
Look, it didn't kill itself.
Yeah, it did.
Can we please just keep an eye on the Gimp and catch up to him, please?
Oh yeah, all very sorry, my lady. I apologise. Or rather, I should say, better being bitten once or half. I should have bitten twice, my dear.
What the hell are you saying now?
I'm trying to be more intellectually intelligent.
What, saying that you've been bitten once and a half is better than bitten twice?
You can't even turbo boost right. Or your killing itself car, what self-destructs every time, doesn't it? Or winks away from it playing a game of chicken. I'm car. We know you keep saying the same thing over and over again. Can't you have a button on your car to shut it up or lowering its volume down? Or what?
No, stop picking on Knight Rider. You're just picking on my car for no reason. Mentioning films now and find out we've got subtitles in. Who watches films with subtitles in?
Well, you got to keep quiet because we had a translator. So, you don't mean wean the producers off.
Well, you're not making sense at all in this.
Please can we stop fixating on subtitles, as that's not relevant to the investigation. At least do facts and figures on your car models, or knowledge on the shows they're linked with, to keep this as a car show, as the producers have requested this many times. I'm only an insurance representative and I've said more car facts than all you gentlemen combined so far. And I wasn't here when the show began last year, so please get some vehicle trivia into this. The entire point of a car show is to talk about the cars.
Right, okay.
Now, the thing is, right, not meant to be right annoying and all that, look. So what can we say?
I think she explained everything in 5 minutes and all that lot. But the thing is, didn't she say it was Passion of Christ?
No!
Sounds like a porno movie to me. Passion.
What? No, it's not like that. It's just got subtitles and it's about Jesus and stuff.
Oh, right.
So, we've got a hell of a confusing, whatever challenge that was meant to be. So, let's get back to the original then. I can't believe that you're being blasphemous to God and all that lot. One thing I'm gonna make about religious films, I don't get that one with the tanks in it. The one with that fancy song where it goes, Jesus Christ, Superstar, wears frilly knickers and a wonder bra, kill the kid on his bike.
Since when has there been a film like that? I remember the one with the aliens in it with one eye and all that lot.
Look, you're not allowed to watch Star Wars, so I don't know which film you're on about. I do, but it's not that religious, it's Life of Brian. I thought his name was Jesus.
Gentlemen, you sound more like apostasy, which is Greek for revolt or disaffiliation. Apostate, apostatizing, which is criticism or opposition of a person's religion. This can result in shunning, excommunication to verbal and physical abuse to execution. So going into religion without facts is more serious than no facts over cars. So I'd think about what you're going to say for a change. Due to the pressure you would inflict on the producers with a PR disaster. Like Jesus Christ Superstar 1973 movie does have tanks in chasing Judas, but this isn't in any scripture. In fact, many movies and miniseries vary in adaptations of the Gospels. So I would read the Bible for accuracy and not depend on television. Like Life of Brian 1979, Jesus Christ Superstar 1988, The Last Temptation of Christ 1988, The Gospel According to St. Matthew 1964, The Passion of Christ 2004, Second Messiah 1975, or The Greatest Story Ever Told 1965, or Jesus of Nazareth miniseries 1977, Kings of Kings 1961, and Bambino di Nome Jesus 1987 TV movie. You can't keep basing religious facts on these films and mini movies that you've watched. You've got to be very careful on this subject, so I'd recommend you doing your research before going into this further. Otherwise I think your producers are going to have to speak to you again.
Well, my mum's an expert, she's an atheist, so God, thank God for that then, isn't it?
What are you all on about? Look, we might be doing our program about vehicles and showing the public that this is annoying going around this island.
Hey, what's she trying to further that you'll be losing the Lord's name in vain? Look, the thing is, right, we do a car program. So what is the Bible story got tanks in it? That's what I'm getting at. Oh, you don't get it. And on that melted candle, it's time to end the show.
Bye, have a great time.
Bye, Melissa. That's sweet for me. Goodbye.
To understand the next episode, you're gonna know this 80s classic TV series Yeah, MTV Cops it was. No, Miami Vice it was. But it's well known and famous because it had called a real Ferrari. So they got a replica built from a Corvette chassis, and then Ferrari found that my vehicle and transferred it to Miami Vice. Yeah, that 80s classic TV. I pursued the gimp in his car and I scared him.
Where are
Ferrari wanted them to destroy that replica in their series, so they did with a Stinger missile, and their Ferrari offered them 3 brand new Testarossas in black, and they sprayed them white. And I pursued the gimp, and I scared him so much that he didn't come on the show, but he will, I'll make sure of that. So you've got this far by watching this episode, and now you're finding all the highlights about the next one. Yeah, we are going to still carry on and get educated about, the favourite topic we've been on about.
You mean what you brought up?
I didn't bring religion up at all, right? Well, now all brought it all up, and they can't help it, but they're going to start talking about it all the way more or less through this episode, all the way through it. Just educate us and try not to be offending people and all that lot by learning stuff.
Well, I've got some more facts on that. Jesus has 2 billion followers, but his actual name was Yeshua in Hebrew.
So, as you heard that little bit, that we're going to be learning how to speak Hebrew then, aren't we?
You can't pronounce things right, and we're all gonna find out in the next episode that you don't pronounce things right, do you?
I do. I know how to say Yeshua, or Yeshua, or Washua.
See, you can't pronounce it right, so we know to find out that Captain Pervert's got a speech impediment.
I do not. It's my accent, so don't you be rubbing that in, alright?
You can't speak right.
People don't want to know about that, alright? They want to know about this stuff.
About Jesus' childhood. That includes things like Jesus blowing up a snake when he was only 2.
So as you could gather, we get to find out a lot more information about what happens with religion, about Jesus, well executing and nuking snakes when he was only 2 years old. I didn't know all that information, what she gives there.
Young Jesus fighting hordes of dragons that tried to kill Mary.
I didn't know that about dragons and stuff.
Yeah, that's why we're learning all that information about dragons. That's why dragons are all more popular and all that lot, aren't they? I mean, she does come out with some interesting facts and really fascinating and all that lot. But we're a bit not that bright, and we don't need to know that, because in the day we were doing a car program, because we're introducing something interesting.
Simon, Judas, not the same Judas that betrayed Jesus, and Mark. Also a large family.
You've already seen us driving round the best automatic test track as presenters, but now we're going to get certain vehicles to do a times trial right round it. But now it takes a certain driver, and we've already got one driver we all know what's going to do the job. The game.
In 7 Egyptians, Cyrus was a miraculous birth who went on to die a horrible death to be the gatekeeper to the afterlife. So, as you can see, there's quite a few familiarities in these religions. So,
yes, we are doing that challenge, a brand new challenge, and it involves in jumping cars, just like the stunt industry. Yes, but this time it involves our favourite, the good old train, on GTA. But we're doing it in a certain way, not like Lee Majors in the 2nd season with that guy from Blazing Saddles, or the Dukes of Hazzard jumping over trains and all that lot, or beating the train, because a lot of real people do that in real life and end up like that, don't they? So, no, we're not doing that. We're doing it like Transporter 3, where we actually drive on the train.
Train hopping challenge, tunnel to bridge. time. Must pick a car that can hop to jump from the back to the front compartments of the train and leap off the front before the bridge and start hopping onto the back of the train after the tunnel. Rule 1. Go past the bridge and still on the train, you're out. Rule 2. Not allowed to side hop to miss out train sections, or you're out. Rule 3. Fall off the train, you must hop on the back to the front in the same time to travel to the bridge. You lose that time or distance.
Alright, for the oldies, right, back in the days we all know this series, and this series had a famous button called Turbo Boost, what launched the car in the air, just like it does in GTA, and that's what we're using.
Right, you know the lethal weapon, Mr. Joshua, nobody don't forget who he is, right? Nobody don't know the main bad guy's name, they'll forget him, right? Now I know one of my theories about was that the famous Jesus Christ superstar, well it's not, it's Mr. Joshua. So that's why Mel Gibson did that film, because it's Joshua.
And this is the bit where you find Captain Gorgeous, who's got a speech impediment, because can't say Jesus in Hebrew.
Yeah, but I improvise and use my noggin for a lethal weapon and all that lot, don't I?
Yeah, right.
I mean, rather, oh look what he's done, rather that he's missed, what a blunder that was.
Oh yes it was, wasn't it? Oh.
So you'd be wondering why I mentioned this guy for, and you'd be so curious why I mentioned good old Gary Busey, alright? I mean, it's not my fault. I mean, yeah, he worked with Mel Gibson and all that lot in a very popular film, as I keep mentioning.
Yeah, but you don't have to, because it's gone on religious and that.
Yeah, well, you thought of check it out and find out why I got mentioned. Watch the episode.
Gary Busey you're on about? Now, Mel Gibson was fighting Jesus in Lethal Weapon. Is that what it was on about?
You're a loser.
No.